Amid federal investigation, the NYPD Police Commissioner resigns. It's Friday, September 13th, and this is your New York Daily News. Friday's forecast calls for partly cloudy skies in New York City with a high near 82 and a low near 66. Before today's top story, Governor Kathy Hochul has been diagnosed with skin cancer. Hochul, 66 years old, announced Thursday she was diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma, quote, a tiny, tiny speck on my nose. She said she would undergo a procedure Friday to surgically remove the cancer. You can't even see it, Hochul told reporters. I'm going to have a small removal procedure. I'm not going under. It's a local anesthesia. It'll be occurring Friday morning. I'll be back to work about an hour later, but there will be a bandage on my nose. Hochul said she's not the first person in her family to be diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma and encouraged people to get regular checkups. Basal cell carcinoma is one of the most common types of skin cancer and often develops on the head or neck after exposure to the sun, according to the Mayo Clinic. Hochul is not the first notable name to be treated for basal cell carcinoma. Christy Brinkley, Rosie O'Donnell, and Kevin Jonas all previously spoke publicly about their own diagnoses. Find the latest on this story and more right now at nydailynews.com. NYPD Commissioner Edward Caban submitted his resignation Thursday, telling fellow cops he made the decision out of concern he'd become a distraction if he stayed put in the wake of his cell phone being seized by federal authorities as part of a sprawling corruption investigation that has ensnared the upper echelons of Mayor Adams' administration. The resignation, which is effective Friday, comes just over a week after the feds confiscated electronics from Caban and 4 other top Adams administration officials in a coordinated early morning operation that also included searching several of their homes. Caban's twin brother, former NYPD officer James Caban, also had his phones confiscated, as did several senior police officials, with sources saying the feds are investigating whether the commissioner's siblings sold security favors to nightclubs. Commissioner Caban, who hasn't been accused of wrongdoing and first became a cop in 1991, sent an email around noon Thursday to members of the department saying his complete focus has always been on the NYPD. However, the news around recent developments has created a distraction for our department, and I am unwilling to let my attention be on anything other than our important work or the safety of the men and women of the NYPD, Caban wrote in the email, a copy of which was obtained by the Daily News. The NYPD deserves someone who can solely focus on protecting and serving New York City, which is why, for the good of this city and this department, I've made the difficult decision to resign as police commissioner. 10 minutes before sending out the email, Caban informed his inner circle of advisors, including Chief of Staff Raul Pintos, about his resignation on a conference call, a police official told the News. Pintos was among the NYPD officials who had electronics seized by the feds last week. In a live-streamed address later in the day from Gracie Mansion, where he has been quarantining with COVID-19 since Monday, the mayor confirmed he had accepted Caban's resignation. I respect his decision, and I wish him well, he said. The mayor also announced Tom Donlon, a former top official in the FBI's New York field office who has never served in the NYPD, will be taking over as acting commissioner. My goals are clear: continue the historic progress decreasing crime and removing illegal guns from our communities, uphold the highest standards of integrity and transparency, and support our dedicated officers who put their lives on the line every day to keep us safe, Donlon, a top investigator of the 1993 World Trade Center bombing, said in a statement provided by Adams' office. It was not immediately clear who the mayor will appoint as Caban's permanent replacement. That person will become the 3rd police commissioner in less than 3 years that have passed since Adams took office in January 2022. Caban, sworn into office in July 2023 as the city's first Latino top cop, replaced Keishant Sewell, who resigned a month earlier after sources said she was frustrated with being micromanaged by some of the mayor's top aides, including Deputy Mayor for Public Safety Phil Banks and Senior Public Safety Advisor Tim Pearson. Caban's exit likely won't spell an end to scrutiny of the Adams administration. 4 separate federal investigations continue to loom over the mayor, looking into everything from alleged bribery involving top administration officials to his campaign's ties to the Turkish and Chinese governments. The mayor's electronics were seized by FBI agents last November as part of the Turkey investigation. They also raided the homes of his top political fundraiser as part of that probe, which is focused on allegations that the Turkish government funneled illegal foreign money into his 2021 campaign coffers. Adams hasn't been accused of wrongdoing. For more on this story and for the latest in New York City politics, visit nydailynews.com and follow us on social media at nydailynews. Thanks for listening. My name is Imran Sheikh.
Spoken Layer.